Danny Bonaduce, life coach. That's me. You can give me a call right now at 1-800-252-1025, or you can email us at lifecoach@kzok.com. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones, Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Let's talk to Dale in Cincinnati. That's Dale in Cincinnati. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Dale. It's a pleasure and honor to talk to a living legend as yourself.
Well, I thank you. I agree completely. What can I do for you, man?
Okay, yeah, my girlfriend, she has a child of, I guess, around 10 years old who is already currently seeing a psychiatrist for
can I ask you a personal... Well, of course, you're calling the life coach. Of course I can ask you a personal question. Do you think there's a daughter 10 years old that should be seeing a psychiatrist, or do you think possibly mom is just overreacting to something?
What I haven't noticed any behavior or whatever.
And how close are you to, with the daughter?
Well, yeah, not very close. I only see her, like once a week.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can't really judge. The reason I ask, because I think it's fine that anybody is seeing a psychiatrist. I've seen one. I've seen a bunch of them, actually. They'd make a couple of bucks off of me. But the fact of the matter is, I think sometimes it's parents' desire to medicate their kids that I question. But if we don't know the kid, it might be the best thing for this kid not to medicate him. That was not your phone call. But to see somebody and be able to talk to him and things like that. So right now, we don't know much. So it's fine with me that there's a 10-year-old seeing a psychiatrist, because Lord knows there's a very good chance she might, and she could benefit from it. So what's your question for me, man?
Yeah. She's just doing the talk therapy. But yeah, she was born in vitro fertilization.
Right.
And well, she's one of two kids. The other one, her brother, was born, normal way, the old-fashioned way. But she's debating whether she should tell her child, and when would it be a good time. And I guess no time would be a good time. But
well, I don't really understand, because I don't think any time would also be a bad time. It's in vitro. It's not like a sperm bank, and you're never going to know your biological father. I don't know the downside to in vitro. Does she know both parents? Does the kid we're talking about, the 10-year-old daughter, does she know both of her biological parents?
Yes.
Okay, you know what, Dale, and maybe this is just me. Maybe I have a harder skin than some people. I don't see the big deal if you explain the mechanics, because we're talking about real live eggs and things like that, where these people are actually her biological parents. It may be a bit confusing for a 10-year-old, and that leads to the question, why do we want to tell her? Why do we want to go out of the way to tell this child?
Well, yeah, that's what something I guess recently she was asking about her ancestry or something like that. So,
well, the cool news is that you can still figure out the ancestry. This is just in vitro. So unless I'm missing something, and I can see being scared, especially about a 10-year-old that's already seeking therapy, but I don't really see the downside to telling her gently and explaining to everybody loves you that this is essentially the way all babies are born. There's an extra step here, but all babies are born through the exact same process that gave us you, sweetheart, who I love. So, yeah, I think break it easy, but it's not like breaking horrifying news to her. Like, she's got to live through life with this. It's not like that. I think you give her, gently just in case she reacts to it, but I think she's going to be fine with it, and definitely be talking to the therapist that she's seeing about how does he and or she believe that she will take this. Dale, I appreciate your phone call. Thanks, buddy.
800-252-1025. Call that number with your questions for Danny Bonaduce, life coach. He can help you. Katie in Renton, you're on with Danny Bonaduce.
Hey, Katie.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Love listening to your show. 20 minutes on the way to work every morning. Love
Thanks.
it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So here it is. I have a 17-year-old daughter, has had her license for 2 months, got in an accident, her fault, was cited. The ticket she got was failure to yield left turn, probably totaled her car, sent two other people to the hospital for evaluation. So I'm just wondering, she definitely is at fault. The ticket she got...
just so you know, Katie, and this is a way to save time on what you're going to tell your insurance company, the person making the left turn is 99 out of 100 times the person that's going to be wrong. Even if you truly believe you weren't, it's going to play out that you're going to lose if you fight that ticket if you were making the left turn. So what's your specific question for me?
Right. Well, my specific question, is there any way to minimize the ticket or any way to to fight that, I guess. I mean, obviously they find her at fault, but you think there's any way around that?
Yeah, I do. I don't know that you're going to beat it completely, but you called the right guy. What part, just make sure, was she driving on a suspended license, or did they suspend her license for the traffic accident?
No, nothing so far. We haven't received anything so far. Her first offense, so we're just waiting to find out. It doesn't say anything on the ticket about being suspended or anything.
Oh, okay, good. I wasn't clear on what I was seeing on my screen about what we're worrying about Katie, or Katie's daughter. So here's the thing: if you want, they'll probably want to go and take away her license if she only had it for 2 months, or make her drive with supervision. And you can always fight that with hardship. She's got to go to school. Does she drive herself to school?
To school, and she has a job, yes.
Yeah, and by the way, the judge is going to love her. Think of me as your judge. She's got to go to school where she's going to become an educated member of society, and then she's going to drive to where her job, because she pays taxes. The judge is going to love her. So what is your big fear is going to happen when she goes to court?
Just really losing the license. I'm not sure how that...
See, that's why I thought we were going to lose it. She's not automatically going to lose her license. No way. She's not. That's not a gimme that she's going to lose her license. She got in an accident while paying it. Was she being reckless in any way?
No, no reckless. No, she didn't get a ticket. No, it just says failure to yield. So
okay, so you're the judge, Katie, and I'm going to plead my daughter's case. Judge Katie, I don't know what to do. My daughter, she works really hard. I'm going to not do that voice much longer. It's horrifying. She works really hard. She's a great kid. She goes right from school to her job. We wouldn't do well without her license. Your Honor, can she keep her driver's license, please?
Absolutely.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. He might not say absolutely in a cute girl voice, but he's going to say, okay, he's not going to take her license away, or at the very least, she's going to be able to go to school and to go to work, and that's most hours of the day. After that, you want to keep your eye on her anyway. So it's going to work out fine, Katie. And thank you very much for the call and listening to us for the 20 minutes on the way to Seattle.
This is Danny Bonaduce, life coach. He has been through it all and can help you get through whatever it is that you're going through. You can call 800-252-1025. Remember, you can change your name or be anonymous if you need to. John in Ording, you're the next caller.
Hey, John, how are you?
Doing good.
What can I do for you?
Well, got a question for you regarding been married for 20-plus years, together with my wife for 28-plus years. She had an affair.
Right. Let me ask you something. Did you know the guy?
No.
Okay. I always find it worse when you know the guy. That seems like cruelty. All right, go on.
He was someone she went to school with.
Right, okay.
Okay, so all the way through counseling, big promises were made, and she never stopped seeing the dude.
Oh, don't you hate that? Although I'll tell you, I'm not surprised. People, your wife's probably a decent guy. She's probably fine and everything. But when push comes to shove, here's what she wants. I want to keep my husband, John. He's awesome. But this guy I used to go to school with, I'm having so much fun. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I know. I'll just lie to everybody. It's not that great of a reach for somebody to do that. It's really bad when they do it to you. But I will tell you, when push comes to shove, a couple of times, John, I've been forced to do that. Here's what I wanted. I wanted everything. I wanted the girl and I wanted my family, so I lied because it made the best sense to me at the time to lie. And by the way, the lie is not as big of a sin as the affair itself. So, don't stay up nights that she was in therapy and lied. Would you prefer she lied at another time of day? So, what is your exact question for me, buddy?
Can you build trust again?
Well, I think you have no choice but to build it. But here's the thing. What would you say, married 25 years?
Yeah.
You're giving this guy that you don't even know an awful lot of power if he puts the bullet in the marriage of 25 years. If you still love your wife and don't trust her because you shouldn't trust her, she's a liar, but you want to trust her again someday, do you want her in your life?
Yeah.
All right, well, here's the deal, John. You absolutely have to start. And you said it best. Can we build trust? Yes, that's because what you have to do is build trust. But here's the thing, and maybe this is rudimentary. I don't know that all guys are like this, but I've been doing life coaching a long time, and for the most part, they are. Are you haunted by, pictures of her with the other guy?
Yes.
You got to do something. That'll kill you, man. That did that with me. You just sit there and you torment yourself. And I'm not going to go through it, John, because you're probably doing it to yourself. But everybody knows what it is. Everybody's got it in one way or another at some point in their life, and they're visualizing all this crap. Here's the thing, man. You want to save the marriage because you love her. Am I correct?
Yes.
Don't give this guy that much power. Don't let him wreck all that. If there's any way to keep it, and I always think that there is, and yeah, those pictures, they're not going away anytime soon, but you love her. Is she done with this guy?
As far as I know, yeah.
So you're in the situation that you don't even, well, I know you don't trust her because you shouldn't, but do you have like an inkling of what's going on? Do you think that she's still seeing this guy?
No, she's not.
Right, you'd know. Good. I always say this again. It's a life coach thing I do. You know, for the most part, I'll say 8 out of 10 times. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm positive Sarah is cheating on me with another radio show. I know it. Well, the fact is, I know where she is every day. She's in she's in that chair. I know her favorite meal. I know, and if I'm positive of that, it's probably because I'm right. So if you don't have an inkling, it's because she's not seeing the same guy. And like I said, and here's where I'm going to stick with you, John, because I appreciate your call. Don't let this guy that you don't know and or care about take your wife away from you. You didn't let him the first time. But having said that, if you continue to say 3 years in, and I'm just picking that number arbitrarily, if you're still got those nasty pictures in your head 3 years from now, you got to go for your own well-being. You cannot do that to your life. But don't jump out easy. It's a good marriage. It's been there 25 years. And I say don't give it to this punk. You've given him enough. Thanks, John.
Got time for another caller on Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach. Let's put you on with Mike in Walla Walla.
Hey, Mike in Walla Walla.
Good morning.
Morning, buddy.
Okay, my question is my wife cheated a long time ago.
Right.
And the situation has come up where I can do the same thing to her.
Right.
Should I?
Well, would you under any case, let's assume this girl that you have a chance of sleeping with or cheating on your wife. Well, first of all, define cheating, Mike.
Well, I just like, who's this and what's it?
Right. Okay. Is it just that? Because a lot of people would also think going dancing, holding hands, saying really cute words to one another is cheating. But so let's make sure you're thinking about cheating. Would you cheat with this particular woman if your wife hadn't cheated on you?
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
I mean, she's good looking, and everybody needs love. That's all I gotta say.
I agree with you completely. Can you live with yourself?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Now, it's funny because everybody's out there. Here's the big thing from your Dr. Danny. You ready, Mike? Yeah. If that's what you would normally do, she cheated on you, I think your marriage is going to end in a disaster if you do this. You already got through it one time, and now it's going to go crazy. Although I think, here's what I truly think. If you're a good salesman, you got a good pitch, if you cheat on her and she catches you, which she will, you might be able to sell this. You did it to me. Now I'm even. We can get on with our lives. There's a chance that a girl or a guy would buy that. But yeah, if you'd sleep with this girl anyway, with being a married guy, and you can live with yourself if you do it, then do it. But you got to know, I'm betting with one way, your marriage could be saved and be good. She already cheated on you, and you know about it. If she catches you cheating on her, this whole thing's going to end. So it's up to you. Do you want to save the marriage? Don't cheat. But if you don't care what happens, go ahead and cheat on her. You have my permission, morally speaking there, Mike.
Dave in North Bend, you're on with Danny Bonaduce, Life Coach.
All right. I was just thinking about Mike's big night out, what that's going to look like. Right on. Hey, Dave, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Dan?
Oh, hanging in, doing a little radio show. What can I do for you?
Hey, man, I've been listening to you, like what you did in your relationship, those mental pictures that'll haunt you. And, man, it's just eating me up.
Well,
and I just don't know how to I can't let go of that crap because I love that woman so damn much.
I'm going to tell you the truth, Dave, and that is, if you don't feel that you can let go of that and you're seeing images in your face because you weren't there, you don't know that there's accurate pictures, and I'm not mocking you anyway, Dave. This is such a brutal, hard story. But the fact is, you've got pictures where people have their legs stuck up in the air and people are both looking the same direction. You don't know that actually happened. You're looking at pictures that might not have been there. But here's the thing, and I will tell you in all seriousness, Dave, because I love you, is if in a certain amount of time that's given to you by you, if you are the judge on this, you don't get a handle on those pictures, I truly believe they will tear you up. And then, my friend, I'm going to tell you, go see somebody. There's stuff that they can do about that. If you think about, well, you have a pill that'll make me get rid of pictures in my head, either yes or no. I don't know if there's a pill involved, but I do know that there's a solution. And I think you should nobody should give away a decent relationship if they can save it. And I think your relationship being saved is a doctor's office away. Thank you very much for the phone call. I really appreciate it, Dave. A lot of questions about infidelity. You guys are a bunch of cheaters, man. Danny Bonaduce says with a straight face. So remember, Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones, divorce for men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.